A man charged last month with shoplifting from the Family Dollar store in Hamlet is facing new charges for a Friday crime spree, this time with alleged accomplices. Investigators with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office say 65-year-old Marion Little, along with John David Reeves and Gabrielle Reeves, held up people at 3 locations February 8th before eventually getting caught. The trio allegedly first went to the Family Dollar store on Airport Road in East Rockingham, brandishing a knife wrapped in a blue Food Lion grocery bag. Investigators say when the clerk didn't hand over the money, Little took 2 cigarette lighters. He is also accused of grabbing the victim, quote, about her arm and chest, leaving visible marks. They are also accused of robbing a woman at the Dollar General on US 1 of nearly $200. Warrants show Reeves also robbed the clerk at the Alco on US 74 West of $19. Little allegedly had an unspecified amount of cocaine and a crack pipe on his person. Investigators say when deputies went to arrest him, the trio spotted deputies and took off. Little jumped out of the vehicle and ran and was eventually caught by a deputy in a yard in the Briarwood community. John and Gabrielle Reeves turned themselves in, according to the sheriff's office. Little is charged with 2 counts of robbery with a dangerous weapon and 1 felony count each of second-degree kidnapping and possession of cocaine. A political hopeful recently agreed to a plea bargain, saving himself from being a convicted felon. Records show 23-year-old Joshua Flores of Ellerby was convicted January 29th on 1 misdemeanor count each of larceny and financial card fraud in Stanley County. Flores was initially charged with 1 felony count of larceny by employee, 6 counts each of identity theft, and obtaining property by a false pretense and misdemeanor financial card fraud. He was accused of stealing $20 from the AT&T store where he worked, as well as stealing the debit card number from a customer, which he used to purchase 2 pairs of pants, movie theater tickets, food from Zaxby's, and tickets to the state Republican convention. According to court records, Flores was given a 45-day suspended sentence and 12 months of supervised probation and ordered to pay fines, court costs, and restitution. Flores announced his intent to run as a Republican for the District 66 seat in the North Carolina House of Representatives on January 4th, and records with the North Carolina State Board of Elections show he filed paperwork on January 8th. The district, which covers Richmond, Montgomery, and part of Stanley County, is currently represented by Ken Goodman, a Richmond County Democrat who was re-elected to his 5th term in November. Richmond County Commissioner Ben Moss, the first Republican elected to the board in more than 120 years, also announced his intent to run for the seat, but the state elections board shows no record of paperwork being filed. In a concise 1-sentence email to Mayor Bill Bayless, Councilman David Lindsay tendered his resignation Tuesday afternoon. The email cited, quote, personal issues as the reason for the withdrawal from the council. Lindsay was elected to the municipal board in 2015, and his seat is one of 3 that will be up for re-election in November, as well as the mayoral seat. Now, there has been only one other instance in recent history when a council member was replaced. At that time, the council appointed the next highest vote getter from the recent election to replace a deceased member. Council members aren't sure at this time whether they'll ask for applications from the public for the position or appoint a replacement for Lindsay on their own. According to Bayless, there are a tremendous number of people who owe delinquent taxes to the city, enough to have an impact on a budget the size of Hamlet's. The current amount is $174,000. The names, addresses, and amount owed will be published, and Bayless encourages anyone owing taxes to pay them promptly. All right, when we return, Kelsey Rushing has your Live at 5 weather report. That's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
This is the Sandhills official classic rock station and home of the hit morning show, Good Morning Sandhills. This is the Classic Rock.
I'm Joey Bennett, Director of Cole Auditorium, and this is Emily Tucker from the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce, and we're here in the Cole Auditorium. We've got a whole new series of shows we're announcing for 2019, and we're very excited about who we're bringing to Richmond County.
So, Joey, what do I have to look forward to?
We have 3 fabulous shows that we're so excited about that are going to be right here at Cole Auditorium. Scotty McCreery, Craig Morgan, and Hotel California.
And where do I go to find these tickets?
You call us here at the box office, 910-410-1691, or come by and see us.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Today's Live 5 weather report is brought to you by Richmond County Hospice, and of course, as you can see from our office camera, it's actually been a pretty much dry day. The sun is back. It's not as cold as we thought it would be, but of course, going into the temperatures for tomorrow, speaking of temperatures, of course, Fayetteville will have a high 65 with a low of 46, and the sun will be back, of course, again tomorrow. Then we have Lumberton, it'll be a little bit cloudy with a high 66 and a low of 47. Then an area like Rayford has a high of 65 and a low of 46, and Laurinburg, of course, is also going to be cloudy just like Lumberton with a high 65 and a low of 46 as well. And of course, Bennettsville, high 66, low 47, just like Lumberton. Then we have areas like Southern Pines, Ellerby, Rockingham, and Wadesboro. All those areas is going to be cloudy, so keep that in mind. And it's not going to be like a super sunny day, but there will be some clouds here and there. And of course, Southern Pines has high 65, they low of 45. Ellerby, high 63, low 45. Rockingham, high 65, low 45, just like Southern Pines. And of course, last but not least, Wadesboro, high 64, low 47. And of course, going into the 5-day weather forecast, like I said, it's going to be cloudy tomorrow with a high 65 and low 47, but at least the rain will not be there. Just like tomorrow, it'll be cloudy, high 66, low 43, no rain, but the rain will be back on Saturday with a 60% chance of it. So it's actually, the percentage has gone down since yesterday with a high 64 and a low of 41. And of course, Sunday, another 60% chance of rain with a high 52 and a low of 45. The temperature will be dropping a little bit starting Sunday. And Monday will be cloudy, the high of 59 and a low of 43. So the temperatures are pretty much fluctuating a lot. We have no idea if it's spring or if it's still fall or winter at this point, but hopefully soon it'll all level out. And of course, that's going to do it for your Live 5 weather report. When we return, we got your RO Sports Update, and it's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. We are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 7 curricular programs entirely online, including our university transfer degree. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College, local college, big impact. Riding an 8-game SAC opponent winning streak and a chance to move into first place on senior night was at stake during Tuesday's meeting between heavyweights Richmond and 71st High Schools. But it would be the visiting Falcons that would remain in first place, using a fast start to eclipse the Raiders 66-42 and hand them their first conference loss since January 8th against Hope County High School. Had the Raiders won, it would have marked the first time since the 2003-2004 season they had swept the Falcons. Instead, 71st remained in first place, while Richmond slid to third place behind Pinecrest High School and now sit with a 13-10 overall record and is 9-5 against SAC opponents.
You know, we still got one game left. You know, hopefully we can get number 3 seed, which is still good. So, I mean, we're trying to get, you know, continue to get better for the playoff. I mean, we got off to a slow start. You know, they was ready to play. You know, we come out a little flat. You know, I got to do a better job as a coach, get my guys ready. You know, free throws hurt us tonight, too. We missed free throws. We're going to knock down free throws, man.
The Raiders will look to hold on to their current third-place standing in the SAC when they head to Scotland for the regular season finale. Tip-off against the Fighting Scots is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. on Friday. The Lady Raider varsity basketball team was looking to celebrate senior night with a win and better its chances at making the state playoffs Tuesday. The 71st High School and Amira Coles had different plans. Richmond saw its senior night end in a 59-33 loss to the Lady Falcons as Coles had a game-high 22 points, which included a strong first-half performance. With the loss, the Lady Raiders fell to 10-12 overall and 6-7 in SAC play. Richmond now sits alone in fourth place in the conference standings. Coles rolled out, scoring 11 points in the first and second quarters respectively, while being held to just a free throw in the second half. Her 11 first-quarter points were part of a 71st 17-1 run that put the game away early.
Slow starts, we dig ourselves in the hole, and then the second half, we play hard in the second half. We have to play hard the entire game. Against good teams like that, we can't afford to dig ourselves in the hole. I mean, we were down, 36-7 at one point, somewhere along in there. Against a good team like that, you can't afford to do that.
Following the game, Richmond Senior High School Principal Jim Butler and Teddy Mosley recognized seniors Jesse Matheson, Jayana Nicholson, and Wall. All three were joined by family members and teammates to celebrate their final regular season home game.
Oh, they've been everything to us. They've been the backbone for us. They've expressed nothing but leadership for us. And it's been a great group, and really sad to see them go. I really am.
The Lady Raiders will wrap up the regular season on the road Friday at rival Scotland High School. That tip-off is set for 6 p.m. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Be sure to keep up with all the latest from the RO by going to richmondobserver.com or by downloading the free RO app for your Android and Apple devices. Of course, be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills Monday through Friday and catch the RO Sports Show every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Matt Harrelson. Have a good night, Richmond County.